So in my class that surrounded avoiding the discount, we talked a lot about loyal customers and the value added customer. So here we're going to do a deeper dive into your ideal customer, and understanding who your ideal customer will also lead you to how you can diversify and offer additional services and products that customer would want. So customers are the lifeblood of every business. We know that. Whether you're a small startup that's beginning to gain some traction or a large corporation with years of marketing experience, you're chasing customers that want to spend their money on whatever product and services you offer. Now, you've probably heard the term target market, and we've talked about that a lot, more times than you can stomach, and more than likely have a solid idea of the kinds of customers you're after. But in this class, we're going to take a deep dive into exactly who the ideal customer of your business is, so you can find them and build strong relationships. So what makes an ideal customer? The goal of your business is to offer customers a product or service that makes them happy and solves their problems. What makes ideal customers different from others is the amount of time, effort, and resources you have to expend to acquire and make them feel good about buying from you and your brand. In other words, ideal customers are easy to attract, take minimal effort to keep, and naturally become that loyal, recurrent buyer that we're looking for. This is by no means the easiest way that will allow you to set your marketing strategies on autopilot and kick your feet up as a business owner, but ideal customers will give you a better return for the amount of effort and money that you can put into them. The premise behind these buyers finding the right chemistry between the customer and the business that will foster a mutually beneficial relationship. You need them, they want you. So the qualities of an ideal customer, and we've talked about some of this in that last class about avoiding the discount, is when you look at your target market, ideally customers exist within it, just as a more fine-tuned subset that requires you to dig a little deeper to find. And to help give you a better idea of who your customers are, we're going to go through the next couple of steps. So number one, we know this. They will happily pay for what you offer, the full price every time. While you really want every potential customer that checks out your brand to open their wallet and buy what you have to offer, not everybody's going to be happy with it. And I used to tell myself, I don't have to have my products on every street corner. Almost without fail, you're going to have the customers it takes months, if not years of convincing before they painstakingly hand over their money and have a hard time seeing the value. By that same token, you'll have the customers that are eager to jump on board and dive in headfirst, that are also known as ideal customers, and you'll want those customers that are happy to pay for your product or service. Those customers will appreciate what you do for them. Ideal customers will not view your brand as a heartless corporation that sucks all of their money. They see it as a two-sided relationship and appreciate the effort that you put into the product or service that you're offering, and that your continued contact with them after the purchase is appreciated as well. You're going to have customers that will never view your product or service as enough, and they either will consistently demand more for their money or simply cease being a customer after the first purchase. Number three, they are easy to communicate. On top of acquiring a steady stream of customers for your business, the second most highly sought after need is finding customers that are happy and that will give you their feedback. So when customers are honest with you, that's how you can find ways to continue to improve and better cater to that audience. And remember, communication is key to all relationships, including your customer relationships. So this is where your ideal customers really shine through, is because they can give you the feedback you need and tell you exactly what their needs are so you can better serve them and your other customers. Your ideal customer keeps coming back. So not only is it true that it costs less to keep your existing customers than to find new ones, but it's also one of the best ways to identify who your ideal customers are. So when the competition is tough and you still have customers that are choosing to buy from you time and time and time again, those are the ones you want to keep focusing on and finding more of. This is a strong signal that they've developed a loyalty towards your brand, and even better, an emotional connection. And when you move into diversifying your business, these are the ones that you're going to want to find more ways to please. Number 5, they recommend you to others. One of the greatest endorsements of a great product or service comes when customers start recommending it to friends and family. At this stage, there's happiness, there's loyalty, and there is a great business customer relationship that has turned them into an advocate for your brand. So the characteristics of your ideal customers. Well, the qualities of your ideal customers is what makes them special. The real trick is finding them. So their demographics, the what. At the basic level, you want to find some common circumstances of their lives. This could be age, gender, geographic location, occupation, income level, and even marital or family status. Knowing these demographics are going to help you to quickly narrow your scope so you can focus your efforts with the highest probability. If you have people that are 40 years old buying your product, you can stop marketing to the 60-year-olds. And you can stop marketing to the 20-year-olds if you know the 40-year-olds are your bread and butter. The psychographics. So you need to consider the social and psychological aspects of your ideal customers so you can target them more easily. Consider their preferences, concerns, aspiration, fears, personality type, approach to life, values, and even their worldviews if necessary. The how. You need to understand how they read information, how they receive information, and interact socially with the world around them. Do they like to get their information from email, social media? Do they like it looking at a billboard? Where are they getting their information, and where can you communicate with them? And then the who. So when all of these factors come together, it paints a clear picture of who your ideal customers really are, even though it does take some work to find out who they are. But once you understand who they are and where they are, you're going to start to thrive off of those relationships. Your ideal customers are going to be happy with their purchase, come back for more, and they're going to buy other services from you as you diversify. So you're going to go into a reading activity and then another activity where you're going to actually identify your ideal customer. And that will be your next step in diversification. See you in the next module.